Stripped of his powers and sent to Skyrim to prove he is worthy, in this challenge we ask and answer one simple question. Can you beat Skyrim as Thor? Okay, the graybeards have summoned us to High Hrothgar and we have the wonderful Lydia at our side.
Lead the way.
Whilst I'm all about that Dragonborn life, if I'm going to stand a chance against Skyrim on Legendary, I need more than just the power of Mjolnir alone. I need to look the part. The mod we're using allows us to craft Thor's armour at the Skyforge, which is pretty sweet. Now, I'm a man of my word and must stick to the rules of the run. If I'm going to craft this armour, I need to get hold of the materials the old-fashioned way. The current objective is to obtain some ebony ingots, quicksilver ingots, leather strips, corundum ingots, is that how you say it? And a single linen wrap. Fortunately, I'm a master of Google search, so we know exactly where to go. First up, we need to get to Windhelm. No, you don't, good sir. This is side quest shenanigans, and I will not be distracted from my true purpose. As I was saying, we need to get to Windhelm because there's a nearby mine that we can use to farm the ebony ore we need.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Some classic Skyrim hardcore parkour later, and we arrive at the Gloombound mine. I steal some ingots that are laying around, head inside and encounter this lady who isn't friendly at all.
Leave now.
So, I completely ignore her, take all of the ore in the place, smelt more ebony ingots, and hightail it out of there back to Whiterun. The plan is to buy the remaining items we need from the shops in town and the dude next to the Skyforge.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
What am I saying? Of course you don't.
I kill Nazim for good measure, reload, and hit the shops. Now, I don't know why I thought the stores would sell what I needed, but I did manage to spot these leather scraps lying around at the tavern. Of course, the God of Thunder does not get caught stealing, so with a little Skyrim trickery, I move the leather out of sight and steal without mercy. Also, I absolutely love playing a thief in Elder Scrolls games, so I figure it can't hurt to search around just in case I come across anything else, but alas, I don't. Never mind, we hit the jackpot, baby! On the way out, I bump into Sadia. This is who those side quest fools were bothering me about earlier. And because she is hot stuff, I warn her about the guys looking for her.
Come with me.
She tempts me with an offer that I find difficult to refuse, but I managed to stay true to our purpose. At this point, I thought I had everything I needed to make the armor. I head to the Skyforge, buy the remaining leather straps and those ingots, and craft Thor's helm, chest, gloves, and boots. Thor, without his red cape, just doesn't look right. Fortunately for me, I remember seeing some linen wraps back at the start of the run in part 1 at Bleak Falls Barrow. So, with the power of fast travel, I pop back, grab the linen, and return to the Skyforge. Gods, I'm good. And now we're ready to make way to the graybeards. I can't wait to see the look on their faces when the first Dragonborn in a billion years turns up, and it is none other than Thor Odinson, God of Thunder, the absolute Chadzilla. On the road, there are a few walls that jump me, which is a perfect opportunity to test out the full power of our new armor combined with Mjolnir. And as expected, they get toasted. As does the necromancer with his skelly friends at the ritual stone. This deer in particular. And the troll who's minding his own business on the outskirts of town. Speaking of town, when I arrive there, this courier approaches me with shocking news.
Sorry for your loss.
Lydia is dead. I didn't even know. When? How? Well, the keen-eyed among you will have noticed that back when I was taking care of the necromancer, I summoned my thunderstorm. And it seems the thunderstorm strikes all in its path, be they friend or foe. And so just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Thor, the God of Thunder, has become a murderer. Drop a comment for Lydia, goodest of companions. Anyways, back to the mountain. Things are going good. The journey is a bit longer than I remember, and this frost troll is one tanky boy. I level up and start making my way through the light armor tree with the aim of getting myself a little bit more tanky as well, and continue up the mountain until I reach the doors of High Hrofgar. Being a literal god, I walk in like I own the place and shout at the grey blokes until they worship me. Before I know it, the beta beard has shared his life experiences with me in exchange for more shouting, which is fine, we don't kink shame here. And I thought that was it, but the beards insisted on a quick cardio workout. Your boy sets a new record for the grey blokes and the beards all agree I must be the chosen one. And you know what that means. It's main quest time! Our new objective is to retrieve the horn of Yum Yum Wingcaller from his tomb. Sounds great. I love me some tomb raiding, and with a little fast travel magic, we arrive in Morthal, head in the direction of the tomb, and run into this bandit camp. The big dude in particular seems to think that he can tank me. Yeah, good luck, mate. I know they're bandits, and so this loot is a bit of a grey area, but it's not cheap being a god, you know. Speaking of grey areas, I also slept in their bed. Feeling well rested and prepared for a full day of godly duties, we enter the tomb. Being greeted immediately by the sight of bloodied corpses would deter most people, but Thor readies Mjolnir and charges in. We're absolutely tearing through these dudes until suddenly, I died. We go again. This time I avoid taking needless damage, and having learnt my lesson, decide it's best to try stay out of melee range where my stamina is low. Right now we can go toe to toe when our staggers are hitting from Mjolnir, but after that I'm a sitting duck. I continue on, making my way through the tomb, raiding as I go, and totally not almost dying to traps. Remember, I might be pretty strong now, but my defense isn't anything special. And I'm trash, so legendary can still kick my ass. On my journey through the tomb, we learn a new shout, become ethereal, super useful in a few spots later in the run. And what I'm about to show you now is a sneak peek into how bad I am at Skyrim. With the magic of editing, I could have removed this. You would be none the wiser. Would be. So as the journey continues, I encounter this simple puzzle, for example. 3 stones that lift the gates, all on a timer. Activate them and use the super speed shout, reach the other side, and it's job done. Sounds simple, right? Well, fail, fail, bucket fail, and finally success. I dodge a few traps badly, tackle some spiders, and reach the end of the tomb. Only to discover the horn has been taken. And not only that, but the person who took it had the cheek to leave a note. Frustrated, I pilfer any loot lying around and make my way outside. The note said I should meet at the Riverwood Inn if I want to get the horn. No problem. I am mighty and fast travel is one of my many talents. We arrive in Riverwood, which is when I thought this was going to be a nice and easy moment in the playthrough. But these cultist dudes had other ideas. This is actually the first time I've encountered these crazy fools. I haven't played the DLC. I know, I will, I promise. But so, these dudes ask if I'm the Dragonborn. I have no reason to lie. Well, that was a flipping mistake. They are not friendly. I try take them on. Nope. I reload and try again, but end up hitting a citizen this time. I've got a game plan. I'm gonna talk to the crazies, run outside of town, and avoid hurting citizens. This time, the guards decide to join in the fight, which makes me feel like I've got a good chance. And with the power of Mjolnir's stagger damage, I take care of these fools. And so the legend of Thor grows. Blood pumping, I enter the inn and book a room.
But you can have the one on the left.
Apparently, the Horn Thief will find me after that. I take a rest, and to the surprise of no one but me, the innkeeper is actually the thief. She shows me her secret rooms, and the explanations begin. Something about Thalmor spies, graybeards being lame, a group called the Blades, and she wants to know if I can eat dragon souls. Alls I knows is this lady doesn't trust me, which is ironic. And so a new challenge is bestowed upon Thor, to go with the not innkeeper lady and kill a dragon to prove ourselves. Simple enough. I take a moment to empty my inventory before leaving Riverwood. I have no use for equipment with the armor and Mjolnir at my side. And this dragon is apparently near Windhelm, which is handy because we have that fast travel unlocked from earlier, so we get to Kingsgrove in no time. On approach, we're warned about this dragon attack, and I couldn't help but laugh at these 2 bits of dialogue.
Go up there! A dragon! It's attacking! Look at that big bastard!
Okay, back to business. See this dude? That's Alduin. He is the big bad, the ultimate no-no, the Thanos of this realm. And before I can aim for the head, he raises another dragon from the dead and takes off. So, It's hero time. An epic battle ensues, but of course, Thor emerges the victor. That's when things start to go wrong. See, non-innkeeper lady is hurt, and during the dragon fight, I summoned a thunderstorm. You remember Lydia? Well, non-innkeeper lady is a main quest NPC, so I think she's immortal, but with the thunder damage and her low health, she keeps getting interrupted as I try and complete the quest dialogue. This happens for way too long. Finally, the storm subsides, we do the talkie talks and discover there is a chance that the Thalmor embassy may hold the answers to what's happening with the dragons returning. The new plan is to regroup at the inn of the non-innkeeper lady and work out how to get into the embassy.